Welcome to our annual camping. We are back at the campsite, and in this video we're going to show you why a 2-night camping works best for us. Let's begin.
We are moving all of our stuff from our shed, which was actually very neat and clean, but now we got some chairs loose. There's our tent in the back. We have our camping gear all neatly packed from last year that we're gonna take. We're gonna move this into the garage. We're loading up the car a day before. Look, our tent is here and our canopy is here. Next up is kitchen. And this is our favorite purchase of last year, the pop-up fire pit. So here we are. We got the tent, our kitchen setup, our shower, and the canopy. We're gonna put some tubs in the middle. That'll be our first batch of big equipment going to the campsite. It is almost midnight. We are packing up some of the knickknacks, toolbox. Check out our snacks. We got all of our breads. And we're gonna pack right now, and then we'll pack the car in the morning. Here we are the next day. We gotta do the first trip, load into the car, and then we need to come back and take the second load. We have a smaller Mitsubishi Outlander, smaller than the Palisade, so now we gotta do 2 trips with this stuff. Okay, so let's show you how the car is set up. It's like pretty packed. Our bedding, fire, dual flame logs, more bedding, come around, suitcase, our tent, kitchen. I mean, everything got fit. On the second trip, his and their cousin Sufi boy, everybody's gonna come, so we won't have the luxury of this space. They will have just very limited space to bring back the cooler and our food. Now this camping equipment is for 5 people. We are packing up naans and drinks and, wow, that's a block of cheese? A sliced cheese. All right, so Ali's packing up cheeses. The car's ready to go, so we're gonna start driving pretty soon. Site. We're gonna go check in. Look at the camp office. We actually built a beautiful office that you can check in over here. That's the bulletin board with all the activities. Car in the background, camp office. They also sell some stuff now. Body lotion, $2. Postcards. Check this out. It's a really nice campgrounds. We have been coming here for 4 years now, I think. I'll show you where our campsite is. We are in 27. We always book 40. Okay. And just like that, we are done. So, got our paperwork. We're gonna go unload the car, and then Alia has to go back and bring the 3 boys. All right, Alia, ready to go to our site?
Let's go.
We're searching for site 27. Again, it's not our usual corner massive lot, but it's a smaller lot under the trees. So we get to experience something different. Is this it?
7.
Oh, actually, it's not bad. We're gonna be backing into site 27. We have arrived. Let's unload so we can get the boys. Just left. There she goes to get the boys. So, in this video, we wanted to show you guys 3 components. Number 1 is your setup day. That's when you come. The check-in time at Heckscher State Park is 3 p.m. Day number 2 is your full day. You always do a 2-night, 3-day camping trip. So day number 2 is going to be the full day. And day number 3 is when you wake up, have a little breakfast, and pack everything up. So for today, the exciting part is taking all of our stuff, and Ali is going to bring a couple of more things, our cooler, some kitchen items, set this as our home. As you can see, nobody's here. We were originally going to book that site because the whole campsite was full, but a day before our camping trip, we decided let's do camping. We were going to not do camping because of the big reason, which was we were in Panama 2 weeks ago. Last weekend we were in Miami, South Beach, checking out the Everglades, the alligators, and so we were going to take a break this weekend, but then we realized, you know what, time goes by quick, summer's special, let's go out camping. So we got this site. You can check out our full video of Site 40 at Heckscher State Park. That's that corner site. It's our favorite site. It's massive, it's far away from any other campers, so then that way, because we have kids, we feel like we're not intruding in anybody else's space. But if you're interested, you can check that out. I was gonna go and set this up, but I know Alia and the boys, they love setup. Is one of our favorite things to do. I'm gonna set up our fire pit area first. I think we're gonna pick this open spot as our tent site because we have neighbors there and we have neighbors behind us. But I think this is a nice open area, and it's always good to put your tent maybe a little bit away from the tree for 2 big reasons. Number 1, falling branches. You always got to be careful with that. And number 2 is if it rains, and let's say the rain stop, if you're under a tree, it will continue to stay wet because the water keeps falling down and the sun doesn't hit your tent. So the drying time is much longer. I think this is a good flat spot for our tent. The fire pit area is done. Now I think we mentioned in this video, but last year we purchased this pop-up fire pit. It's from Fireside Outdoor, and they have a couple of versions. We bought the simple version. It was still quite expensive, about $120 for this portable fire pit. We used to bring this giant fire pit here in Long Island, the state park. There's a rule, you cannot put fire on the ground, so you have to have like an elevated place. We use dual flame fire logs. They just work. We used to use the wood, but we breeze through wood and it's so expensive. This is actually a little bit economical, believe it or not. But here's our fire area. I'm gonna put all the frisbees and toys and whatnot on one of the chairs, so then I can clear up that section next. Let's do a time check. 3:55. We actually got here at 3 o'clock, so in 55 minutes this is where we are. I'm starting to clear this table a little bit. When the boys come, they can pick their game and play. I think I felt a mosquito, even though it's really windy, so I got the rappel going. And I think my next stop is gonna be trying to clear this a little bit, make this a little bit more cleaner, maybe put the tarp out. By the way, Heckscher State Park is also a great place for some plane spotting. We're actually really happy that this site has a nice big clearing exactly where the planes fly by with apps like FlightAware. You know what? I think I'm gonna turn this table around so then we could be facing this way rather than like this, looking at like other campsites. These tables are extremely heavy, so let's see how this goes. Okay, tables moved. Next would be to just arrange the kitchen items right over there. So then kitchen's in the front. That kind of gives us a little bit of privacy wall on the side. The canopy goes over this. Our Bass Pro table goes here. We actually like to rake all the debris off the floor. There's a lot of nuts and pine nuts or whatever on the floor. A good tip is bring a rake, because all those seeds and cones and whatnot are piled here. If we had laid our tarp on this ground with this in the way, it would have been quite a bumpy walk within the tent and actually ruins the tent. So I've left some stuff for his to do because he also loves raking. I think Ali is back. Oh, very exciting, very exciting. The clouds came in, so I was kind of worried that they wouldn't be here and this would all get rained on because I need some help putting the canopy up. We're gonna unpack, unload, and then show you guys the tent setup next. Okay, our canopy is up. We're nailing down the cable for the wind. I did not set up kitchen because if there's one favorite activity that Alia loves is setting up her kitchen. Sufi boy is helping us with nailing things down. I think we're gonna go to tent next, just so we can put all of our belongings in there in case it starts raining.
So we have our onions and potatoes.
This Bass Pro Shops, I think this is for fishing. Kitchen setup has been one of the best additions.
One of our favorite equipments, hands down.
Right, it gives you that kitchen feel all of a sudden, within your tent site. So it's pretty cool.
Very organized, and we love organizing. So this is amazing.
So that was a gift from my brother to Ali and I. Thank you, bro. We have been using this for 10 years or so. Love it. Before the clouds become darker, we gotta set the tent up, Alia.
Let's do it.
And then we're gonna put our lights up. Then finally, Alia's gonna go and set up the full tent, inflate all the beds, and we'll be ready for our dinner party tonight. One of the important things putting up your tent, make sure the tarp is right at the edge. And you see those lines in there? We got to get those out. So we're going to pull the tent from there. We're going to pull the tent back a little bit. That way there's no line when you're walking in there. It's all leveled and balanced. So our tent actually comes with this beautiful open roof. If there was not a chance of rain, we would have left this open. Typically, we actually put a rain cover on. There is somebody with an orange Cybertruck. Looks like nicely wrapped. Check out all the stuff that we have. So we got mattresses. We're moving into the tent. It took us record time to set this up, thanks to Sufi boy here.
Oh, we need a chair here.
Yeah, we always leave a chair so when you take your shoes off on the mat, then it's easier to go in. And we were explaining to Sufi boy that you gotta leave that door closed at all times, otherwise bugs go inside. We have a privacy tent that we use as a shower because there's vent underneath. That's the tarp. That's the shower. From a location perspective, we're thinking like a little behind, maybe this spot over here. Okay, we are done with our shower install next to the grill, shower, tent. Now we're gonna clean out this area because we are starving. and can't wait to dig into Alia's homemade biryani. And if any one of you have seen our M-Track video, we took that home-cooked rice with chicken and potatoes, and it was delicious. And now it's our tradition to bring biryani to our campsite, and that's our day one meal. So last year we had this blue shower. This year we got another portable battery shower. I actually think this is going to be much better, the design. The old one came with 2 small batteries and they would run out mid-shower. It was still pretty effective, but this one only has 1 battery. So we're going to install that in our shower tent. And afterwards we're going to set up the lights all around the canopy here. Now the boys went to play some soccer. Here's the view of the campsite from the back. You know, the grill that comes with the campsite. We have a shower stall. We have the giant canopy. That's our hangout, eating, kitchen area. Here's our campsite view from the front. That's our fire pit area. Our tent setup is complete, but before we give you a tour, we're gonna sit down for that biryani I was talking about. This is the perfect day one activity, is this moment where you have done everything and pouring a bowl of Cape Cod
For the family.
All right, Alia, how was your biryani?
Oh, it was good.
It was really, really good. We've been like sitting here for like an hour. Time check at 7:27. We still have a little bit work to go. I gotta put lights all around here, so I'm gonna do that next. I was gonna set up the lights, but then I realized they're actually having a really, really good game of wiffle ball. So I wanted to show you guys. Let's check them out. All right, so we got lucky. We have this huge space behind our campsite with 2 empty spots for tonight. So as they play wiffle ball, I gotta go set up the lights. So I'm gonna go do that next. So we are here, it's sunset now. I hung a diagonal light right in the middle. There's lights on the sides. And then from a setup perspective, all the wires come down. They're Velcroed. And then here's the jackery. So if I press this button, not the diagonal, but let's see what turns on. Yep, that will be our light setup. Let's do the light opening ceremony.
Yay!
1, 2, 3. And then one more.
1, 2, 3.
We have cleaned up our campsite. You know what we do every night? We pack everything in the car, clear everything, even throw out the trash, just to avoid, attracting raccoons or any other bigger critters or animals. But what we're gonna do, turn off these lights, turn on campfire. You can check out the night sky. It has gotten very chilly, and so we are gonna take out the hoodies. Alright kids, you ready to start the fire? Let's go. Join us next time for a full day at our campsite, from our delicious morning breakfast to a detailed tour of our tent setup, from card games to passing clouds to wiffle ball. Experience camping in Long Island and join us for a walk around the campsite to check out some of the other tent setups and layouts. And of course, our day 3 where we wrap everything up. Make sure you subscribe and follow us around the world. That was Chris.
Wash your hands.
And that was Alia.